Hi everybody! So it is Monday, March 5th at 1:49 a.m. It's almost 1:50 a.m. My work shift starts in 10 minutes, so, well, 15, but still, I'm gonna keep this video short because I have to go do stuff before it all starts. And I am just kind of doing a review of today's work, which I intend to do after each study session to kind of journal, keep myself accountable, and also to help anyone else, especially if you are self-taught like I am, really self-taught, who wants to go through the Teach Yourself Computer Science curriculum as we go through. So I can kind of talk about a little bit how this goes. Because yeah, I have not had a bunch of training to do all this. So yes, I did basically 1.1.7 through, I think it was 1.2. Let me look here. It was, I can't tell. I think it was like 1.2.3 or something. Anyway, I did a bunch of those sections. And here's what I can say. Khan Academy has saved my bacon with this. Not necessarily because I was looking up concepts on Khan Academy, but because Khan Academy, because I had to go through and basically learn everything in my 20s from addition clear up to pre-calculus, because I in school had a bunch of issues and I was not able to go a lot. So, see my heart stuff, advice maker. I really missed a lot of really fundamental things, and so I had to go back through and learn them later. Like, for example, I did not know how to tell time with an analog clock until I was 20. Because I just missed it, and I just failed the tests in school and it never came up again. So I just used a digital clock. But going through those and having Salman Khan kind of explain things mathematically and very step-by-step in that way helped me to really not be as scared of each of this book, because Structure and Interpretation of Computer Programs is basically, it reads like a math textbook. So, which is cool. There goes that. I also have decided to just go through and straight up, oh gosh, my hair's driving me crazy, sorry guys. Sorry. To straight up read each of the sections on regular weeknights, because I think to do the exercises, I'm going to need a clearer head and to really be caught up on all my medicines, because right now I can think well enough to absorb information, but to synthesize and create stuff I think is going to require some more thinking resources than I currently have available. I have drank so much tea. Very American cold green tea. Oh no, it's not green, it's just regular tea with lemon flavor. Cool. But this is my second bottle. But it was necessary. About an hour in, I kind of stopped and got really discouraged, and I was like, I can't do this anymore. I don't want to do this. And then I kind of gave myself a little pep talk and continued. I got up and walked around and took my service dog. You can see him, maybe, over there, sleeping. He looks like his blanket. I took him for a walk and came back to it. And that is the main advice I would give to anyone who is going to try this. If you're self-taught, be prepared that you're going to need to take breaks, and you're going to get frustrated, and you're going to have to Google a bunch of crap. Like crazy. I found a bunch of blogs that are the Structure and Interpretation, so SICP, SICP. If you Google it and do solutions, there are a bunch of blogs and wikis and GitHub accounts that have really good kind of clarifying explanations. And then sometimes you have to go Google things that you just don't get. Like, for example, the theta notation. I was like, okay, I've seen this before when I was learning about big O notation for a different class that I was doing on Coursera. But I couldn't quite get it in my brains at first. So I Googled, and it actually went to another Coursera course on algorithms, and at Stanford's, I think. And he explained theta notation and then graphed it. And that was super helpful. And I think when I do the exercises, which again I'm going to do on the weekend, separate from reading through the actual text, and you will get another one of these lovely videos after that, I think I will graph them, because that was super helpful for me to see just everything graphed out. Recursion was surprisingly not that bad of a concept. Like, all of the instructor things, like, I don't know, they seem to treat it like it's like this huge deal. Like, this function calls itself. It's called recursion. A recursive process looks like this. You know what I mean? Like, they kind of freak out about it a little bit. And maybe because they were freaking out about it and were so careful to explain it so clearly, it wasn't that big of a deal to me. I was like, I mean, maybe I don't get it, right? Maybe I'll go back and try to use it and it won't work and I'll have to go Google more stuff. But on the surface, I feel like it wasn't that revolutionary of concept. What else? Nothing, just remember, guys, keep trying. Nobody gets it the first time. Or if they do, they're not me. Okay. But I'm convinced that the rest of us who are of like average intelligence and just generally really stubborn can probably do really well. So that's the goal. Just be super stubborn and keep trying. And I gotta go because I gotta go prep for work. But that was my review of today's study session. And I'll see you all tomorrow. Bye. Ozzy says bye too.